Today we visit the club at North Halton, sit down with Rod Spittle, and enjoy another match play between two NHL greats.
This is Score Golf, the voice of Canadian golf. Score Golf is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, official beer of the PGA of Canada, RBC Canadian Open, and Canadian Women's Open. TaylorMade Golf, the #1 driver in golf. GolfKelowna.com, 20 courses, from easygoing to ego-shattering. Now, here's your host, Bob Weeks.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of SCOREGolf TV. Well, today we're just northwest of the city of Toronto in beautiful Georgetown, Ontario. And this is the home of a real hidden gem of a golf course. It is the club at North Halton. We're going to show you all about that course a little bit later in our program. We actually have a jam-packed show. We're also going to have another one of our NHL matches, this time between two legends of the game, Rick Vive and Mike Gartner. We've got some instruction for you from Sean Foley. But to kick things off, we have an interview with a guy who's one of just two Canadians to win on the Champions Tour. Here's Jason Logan with Rod Spittle.
Prospective, meeting today's PGA Tour stars.
Rod, yours was not the traditional path to professional golf. Take me back to when you graduated from Ohio State. Why not turn professional right away back then?
Yeah, the main reason was that I always knew what the lifestyle would have been back then, you know, primarily with the travel and being away from from any family that I would have, being away from a wife and kids when that time came. So, I mean, it was really a fairly easy decision just to go to work like everybody else.
Over the years, did you ever second guess that decision? Did you have regrets?
I tell you what, Jason, you know, none whatsoever, and that's why, you know, this time that we have right now has been so special. You know, I basically deferred that decision for 25 years, so now the kids are safe and done and kind of headed out on their own. You know, my wife and I get to do this kind of on our terms, I guess, if you will. So it's been a lot of fun.
So that brings us to when you're 49 years old, in 2004, you decide to make that giant leap of faith.
Yeah.
Was it a big decision, a collective decision, obviously, between you and your wife, but was it 100% certain at that time?
Yeah, I mean, it really was, and you're exactly right. You know, it was done, the two of us made that decision together because we had to be all in. We truly quit our jobs and sold our house, and we put a little bit of a plan together, a 5-year plan that, you know, here I was going to change jobs, and we were going to do all that I could to earn full-time status on the Champions Tour. And obviously sitting here today, this morning, you know, the fact that it's turned out the way it has obviously makes both of us look extremely smart, but you know, we've been very blessed, as you know, that the way it's turned out.
When you first started playing Champions Tour events, what was your comfort level out there when you would walk out on the range and you would see a Hale Irwin or a Tom Watson, multiple major champions?
Yeah, Jason, I was scared to death. I mean, it's all the things that you would imagine. I would used to hit balls on the range just for that exact purpose, you know, to go find somebody like a Hale, just to stand beside him and hit golf balls and try not to shank him and hit him in the back. I mean, so it was just a learning period, as we knew it would be.
Going back to San Antonio in 2010, you find yourself in a playoff with Jeff Sluman.
Right.
What were your emotions like down the stretch? Because you had to make a couple birdies coming home just to get into the playoff.
Yeah, I birdied 3 of the last 4 holes. I will tell you that you know, we were in a position to win, which was very nice, but you still have 18 holes to go. Coming down to Sunday afternoon, if we were close, we came to win. And one of the announcers, and you know, when I watched the replay and critique everything, and one of the announcers hit the nail on the head. You know, we knew that we were going to have a good finish. To come second would have been fine, but you know, winning was everything. It was really, as I've told people, you know, the culmination of 40 years of golf to make a 3.5-foot putt to win.
Did you see it as validation for making the decision to turn pro?
Yeah, without a doubt, Jason. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, that, I hate to be corny and say, we were kind of rolling the dice and, we were playing against the odds or playing against the house, all of those things. It was all about still chasing dreams, and again, why do you do it at 49? Because I still thought that I could play. I still thought that I could win tournaments, and obviously, I've been blessed with a decent amateur career. But again, to go, as I said, and to step it up a notch and to see if we could indeed go hang out with the best of the best, and the win made it all worthwhile.
So Rod, this year your schedule will allow you to come back and play the PGA of Canada Seniors Championship, and this year it's here at Lookout Point, a golf course you grew up on, a golf course where your father was a long-time member. What's that going to mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. I go back to playing here my junior days 40 years ago, when we did, when I first started playing, obviously. And so there's just great memories.
Rod, this summer you're 58. Do you have a plan as to how long you want to stick with this and keep playing on the Champions Tour?
We've got a great plan, Jason, as long as I can. When we started, if we could play for 5 years, which seemed like an eternity, that would be great. It'd be great to play, obviously, as long as possible, but it would be nice if it lasts a little bit longer. More than likely, there'll be some new chapters in the book written when I get done. I would like to do some different things when my playing is done, and so we'll see how those unfold in the next couple of years.
Coming up, touring the club at North Halton in Georgetown, Ontario. Well, a little later this summer, the best professional women golfers in Canada are going to arrive here at the club at North Halton to contest the PGA of Canada Women's Championship. And they will learn, undoubtedly, what a lot of people learn when they come here for the first time, just how beautiful and challenging a golf course this is. Let's have a look now at the club at North Halton. We Canadians are blessed to be home to so many beautiful and challenging golf courses across our great nation. So much so that there are some courses golfers have heard little about despite their rich history and amazing design. The club at North Halton most definitely fits this mold, as it features a gorgeous layout, yet it's relatively unknown among golf connoisseurs. Initially a 9-hole course, it was designed by one of Canada's great course architects, George Cumming. Legend has it that a young Stanley Thompson also worked on the design at the club at North Halton. The course expanded to 18 holes in the 1960s and was designed by the Moot brothers. Picturesque, scenic, charming, beautiful, all of these words describe many of the fairways and greens here, and playing 18 holes is like taking a walk in the park.
Character of the golf course, challenging golf course, lots of course management in the classes of long golf courses. It's not the longest golf course, it's about 6,500 yards, but you got to play your golf shots. You got to play draws, you got to play fades. Course management is absolutely a priority at the club. It's not always about the long bomber on the golf course.
The opening 4 holes appear benign, but they are a nice way for golfers to get their blood flowing before they hit the 5th hole, where the course really begins to show its teeth. At the 5th, the view from the tee is spectacular, but this tight and narrow fairway descends down a hogback hill into a green protected by 3 bunkers. It doesn't get easier from there, as the 6th hole is arguably North Halton's toughest. The par 4 425-yarder requires an accurate approach, as missing the green means a very difficult up and down. The 8th is a 470-yard par 5 that has a creek running up the entire right side of the fairway and crosses the layout just before the green. The slope of the green is perhaps the trickiest. Number 9 is the picturesque par 3 that looks back at the clubhouse over a small pond that's home to a pair of swans. While it appears short, anytime you have to hit it over water, let's just say that, well, anything can happen.
The 9th hole directly behind me is one of our signature holes on the club. Par 3, full carry right over the water. Such a challenge in par 3. We kind of call it like our little amen corner. Down in the chute by the tee, you can't really feel too much of the wind, but out towards the green, the wind picks up quite a bit.
On the back 9, the 11th is a tough dogleg with a double yoke sand trap just left of the fairway. Another 150 yards awaits golfers as they hit over Black Creek to a relatively flat green. The 13th is a charming short par 3. 2 large bunkers guard the green on both its left and right.
13, one of my favorite holes, one of the favorite holes of the membership itself. Very picturesque par 3, elevated tee, beautiful ravine to the left, very demanding tee shot, full carry to the green, probably about 190 yards from our back tee. Just a classic, beautiful par 3.
The 15th is a par 3 that makes you think. Mature beech, cherry, and ash trees rise up the hill behind you. While pondering strategies, this tee box gives golfers a great view of the many holes in the valley below. But the 16th gives perhaps the best view of any fairway as the elevated tee box stares down a 560-yard hole. Any tee shots that stray left will quickly find their way out of bounds. As you approach the green, there are numerous bunkers that make reaching par incredibly difficult.
16, very challenging. It is very long par 5 and absolute demanding on your tee shot with out of bounds left and forest. Just stepping right on the tee that's the intimidation factor right off the get-go. Is you absolutely have to hit good tee shot, good fairway shot, and good approach shot to the green.
The finishing hole is a par 5, 550 yards into a prevailing wind. Aim left up the fairway, avoiding thick forest on the right. Play a final shot up the hill to the severely trapped, undulating green, which is ringed with floral drifts and ornamental grasses. Aside from the course, the club at North Halton offers more to its members, including an amazing junior golf program that teaches kids the game and puts them in competitions all over the GTA.
I have the privilege of working our junior program here at the club. It's a tremendous honor for myself and the club. Our junior program is respected. We have over 100 juniors. We have qualifyings just to get on our junior inter-club teams, as an example. And we've had juniors that have gone on to U.S. scholarships. Over the last 20 to 30 years, we've had over 40+ juniors go on to U.S. scholarships. So it's a very competitive junior program here.
The club at North Halton is more than a great golf course with rich history. It's a place where relationships are made out in the course and continue to grow inside the clubhouse.
We have a club that is really designed for the community. People call this place their home away from home, and we strive to be their third place. So it's where they come after work, it's where they come to celebrate their anniversaries, it's maybe where they have met their husbands or where they had their weddings. So we offer curling to the community. You don't need to be a golf member for that, so we have a lot of people that are exposed to the club that way. We have a great junior program, but we also host a lot of community events. Most of the charity golf tournaments that are significant in the area are hosted here. So, and everyone who's here is proud to say they're a member of North Halton and to call this place home. We have family events that we run throughout the year. So in July we do a big club birthday party. It's called Extravaganza. We do bands right on the course, and we have our barbecue, and then we do a huge fireworks display, so everyone brings their friends and family out. The community knows that we're hosting it, so they know to look for the fireworks. We do family day events where the kids are tobogganing off the hill, and we do a snow golf tournament and movies in the golf course. So we are really striving to make this a place where not only the dads can come to golf, but the mums feel comfortable here and that the kids can grow up here.
Coming up, two NHL greats go head-to-head. Rick Vive versus Mike Gartner.
The Tee Off Season is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, proud sponsor of golf and the official sport of the Gaia.
Hi, I'm Mike Gartner, and I played 19 years in the NHL, 1 in the WHA. And I'm about an 8 handicap, and I am certainly glad that I don't make my living playing golf. But I'm looking forward to playing with a former Team Canada teammate of mine, Rick Vive. I hope that he doesn't get into the snap hook issues, because I'm kind of looking forward to maybe beating.
Hi, I'm Rick Vive, and after 13 years playing in the National Hockey League, I coached in South Carolina, where I got to play a lot of golf on great golf courses. I was a pretty good golfer back then, but things have changed. I'm a little bit older, and looking forward to beating my buddy Mike Gartner.
Here's our next match play between a couple of NHL greats and a couple of guys actually who started their careers in the WHA. Rick Vive here, the first 50-goal scorer for the Leafs, and of course longtime Leaf captain. Mike Gartner, Hall of Famer, a retired number from the Washington Capitals. Great hockey players, but how about golfers, guys? Rick, what do you think?
The game's going downhill a little bit in the last couple of years, but on any given day I can hit it pretty good.
Got enough to beat this guy?
I hope so. I don't know. He's in better shape than I am, so I don't know.
Mike, what are you going to have to do to handle Vive here?
Well, I'm going to try to distract him as much as I can while he's swinging. But apart from that, you know, Ricky plays a lot. He's a good golfer, so I'm going to have my hands full, that's for sure.
We start the match off on the 16th hole at King Valley Golf Club. Mike Gartner is up first. There's a nice swing on line. Right up on the green. Good shot to start things off. And now Rick Vive will try to match that shot.
Oh, right at the stick.
Stay on top.
Well, it stayed anyway.
Good.
It's a long winding putt, but other than that, you're okay.
Gartner has a chance for birdie if he nails this 15-footer.
Oh, I got to hit it, Ricky.
You got to put it right in the back of the net, Mike. You know that.
And now Vive can win the hole. Rick Vive's putt curling in. He got it there, just a little on the high side. Gartner needs this putt to tie.
Oh! Off both posts and in.
That was not a good putting display right there.
It took a victory lap, but it ended up in the bottom of the cup.
That's it, that's
It's
it.
a 3 nonetheless.
To the 17th, where both guys drove the ball left of the fairway. Rick Vive forced to punch out, and now he's looking at his third shot. And now Gartner's second shot.
Oh, that is good. Real good.
Clutch performer.
Oh, 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 oh.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Rick.
Okay, Rick, Mike just hit a really nice shot into the green here. What's the approach here? Just try and get it as close as you can?
Yeah, I got to get it close. It doesn't appear that he's going to make any more than 4, possibly 3. So this has got to get in there tight so I can hopefully make a 4 and maybe get a tie out of this.
You've always been a clutch performer. Let's see how you do in a golf course.
Yeah, I don't know about on a golf course, but
There we go.
I don't think that's going to
Get up.
Oh, it will.
Oh,
get
yeah. Good shot, Ricky.
there. Oh,
Good shot.
it's about as good as I could hope for.
And now Gartner looking to put some pressure on Vive by draining this birdie and taking the hole.
Oh, Michael.
I just heard that door just kind of creak open a little bit.
Rick can win this hole with this short 3-footer.
You too.
Oh,
Back to Mike for the win.
That's a serious yip. Yikes.
All square going into the last hole where both guys drove to the center of the fairway.
yeah, I'd like to hit it about 200 yards, which probably leave me about 120 yards in. There's no chance I'm reaching the water, that's for sure. Just got to make sure and get it in the fairway.
Good shot, Rick.
That's about as good a layup as I could have.
Well, I got about 225, 230 to the pin, and I'm just not feeling it today. So I'm going to have to lay up.
Go for it.
And Mike Gartner picking a good line,
Well, it's okay.
taking it out to the right-hand side. Let him attack this green.
Well played.
You're putting.
Get that flat stick in my hand, you never know.
Oh, I'm with you, Rick.
It looks like you're going to be right beside me.
Yeah.
Almost.
Little putt off.
Beautiful. Comes down to see who has the best hands. You scored a lot more than I did.
I don't know. I don't know. I only got 50 once. You got it 3 or 4 times.
3.
3 in a row.
Yeah, but you had over 600.
Oh, you nuked it. So I think that the door's open just a little bit.
With this putt, Gartner can clinch the victory.
At least you left yours below the hole. I'd give you that one.
Thanks, Ricky.
Vive needs this one, where Gartner wins the match play.
Pushed it all the way.
Great match, guys. That was the closest one we've had so far, right down to those last putts. And you were right, Mike, when you said Rick was a power forward. He kind of powered that putt through there.
Well, looking at the green with all the POA and everything in it, and I thought it was going to be a little slow uphill. Obviously, it wasn't that slow.
Well, anyway, our champion is Mike Gartner. Mike, I know I don't have a Stanley Cup for you, but I do have this. It's kind of
I'll take it.
Kind of the same replacement,
I'll
same
take
thing,
it.
isn't it?
Thanks, Bob.
Now, the other thing we get to do is that TaylorMade would love to have you down to their Mat Fitting Performance Center, and they're
Okay.
going to fit you for a new driver.
Awesome.
And so you get to have that. You don't get to. That's not the actual one you'll
not the
get,
one.
but you can kind of look at that one and get your
Right.
idea. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your time today, and hope you had some fun.
Yep, it's great.
Coming up, 2 tips to help your game.
Time now at ScoreGolf TV to give you a little help for your game. And we've got 2 great professionals here to give you some tips on your short game. First up, Sean Foley, of course, a teacher to Tiger Woods, and the local pro here at the club at North Halton, Mark Bazaar.
Johnny Walker presents Progress Your Game. Great game. Keep walking.
The second drill that can help you with your takeaway is the towel drill. Simply all you need is a towel, fold it up neatly, put it under both underarms so that it's snug across the chest. And what this is going to do is, in continuance of making sure that the club head, the arms, the torso, and the hips move together, what this does is going to create kind of a collaboration or a connection between the arms and the body. So you start into there, move the club into position just as on drill 1. So what you'll find is that if the arms move away to the body or they move out, the towel is going to fall out. If the club head moves in and forces the left arm out, it's going to fall out as well. So basically the pressure you begin with is still the pressure that you want there. And I can assure you the more connected your takeaway gets, the cleaner the top of your swing is going to get, and then the more seamless the rest of the golf swing will be.
Hi, I'm Mark Bazaar. I'm the head golf professional at the club at North Halton, and today we're talking about bunker play. Difficult shot to master, lots of practice. A typical problem that we see in bunker play is that we decelerate through the golf ball, which relates to not getting the ball out of the bunker, and it looks a little like this. Okay. Problem with this shot here is when we decelerate through the ball, we're never going to get the ball to the hole. Okay, so to fix this problem, we want to have a little bit of a bigger backswing and make sure that we accelerate through the ball and we get to a full finish position, and it'll look a little like this. For tips on how to improve your game, contact your local PGA professional at your club.
Week Speaks is brought to you by Bushnell, makers of the Pro 1M and Tour Z6 rangefinders.
A little time has passed now since Sergio Garcia uttered his fried chicken remark in regards to Tiger Woods, but it doesn't seem to have died down all that much. Now, Sergio Garcia, I don't think is a racist, but that was definitely a racist comment, and it has no place in golf or anywhere in society for that matter. Now, Sergio Garcia has been known for his temperament. He's been known for spitting into the golf cup. He's been known for all the regripping. He's been known for his comments about not being able to win a major because of the golf gods. But this is what he will be remembered for some time, not those other things, and that's unfortunate. As I say, I don't think Sergio Garcia is a bad guy, but he's going to have to live with this one. It's going to be a little bit like red wine spilled on a white couch. Thanks to everybody up here at North Halton. That's all the time we have for our show today. It's been a great visit up to a beautiful gem of a golf course here in Georgetown, Ontario. Don't forget to check out our website at scoregolf.com, and we'll see you next time right here on ScoreGolf TV.
Thanks for watching Score Golf on TSN, the voice of Canadian golf. Score Golf is brought to you by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Bob Weeks Clothing supplied by Ashworth.